Hannah is clearing so that we can plant our tomatoes and marigolds that are in the flat over there. We're gonna kind of plant them where she is and then come over towards me a little bit and fill in this spot. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now.
Alright, it's been kind of slow going. We've been broad forking and then pulling up the grass, trying to shake out all the soil from the roots. Doesn't look perfect, but we just want to get these tomatoes in the ground. I have no idea how they'll do here. This is really heavy clay, so we'll just have to see. But Taylor already planted a couple there. We'll fill this out. And then we have some marigolds. We'll just plant those around. It's just so hot today that it's like we want to get these in the ground, but we don't want to go crazy trying to get this perfect. So we'll see how it works.
Should have been transplanted by now.
Yeah, we planted, well, Taylor planted these, what, a month or two?
Probably 2 months ago.
And they've just sort of been getting neglected because we've been coming back and forth so much. So he finally brought them up this trip. So instead of letting them die, we'll hope for the best. Hope we can get some tomatoes off of them.
Yeah, I think they'll do something for us. These are all cherry tomatoes, so they're kind of, I feel like you can neglect them a little bit more than beefsteak. Your big slicers.
Pretty densely planted, but again, it's really hot today and just want to get these in the ground.
Well, and also cherry tomatoes, they do better in tight spacing than
like a normal,
than a bigger slicer tomato would.
Yeah. Maybe we can make some cucumber tomato salad.
That'd be nice. We'll have to get some cucumbers from Larry.
The local market. We've got all our tomatoes planted. We did a little spot here, and then we've got the spot over there. And now we're just gonna plant the rest of the marigolds, kind of just scatter them around. Hopefully they'll keep deer and chipmunks away. We'll see. Here we go. We are going to be planting some apple trees that our neighbor gave us yesterday. I think they got them from one of their neighbors. They gave us 6 trees. So we're going to plant it along this tree line here. We already have apple trees here, so it'll be a good addition. I'm not sure what variety these are. But I think they're full-size apple trees, so that's cool. Easy digging.
Oh yeah. After the rain.
The flies are helping too.
Yep. Thank you, deer flies.
So kind.
At least it's not the black flies
Yeah.
or mosquitoes. And we should get some more rain later today to water these in.
Yep.
Let's see how big those roots are. Oh, those are big. Antonovka rootstock. This is a full-size standard, is what they call this, standard size apple tree. Really vigorous. Good for wildlife plantings if you're trying to get more deer. They're really competitive in like a forested setting, so I think they'll do fine here. They'll get sun most of the day, and fantastic rootstock to graft other varieties of apples onto. So we have some things that are kind of far out in the woods that are really good apples that we maybe want closer to home, so later on we'll be able to just graft a couple branches of those onto these. Hitting the clay layer.
Oh yeah.
It looks good though. That's good
Is it
soil.
deep enough? Yep.
Oh yeah. So when planting trees, this one's kind of sending roots out from way above, but you always want to look for the root flare, and that's the part of the tree where the trunk expands and the roots really start coming out. So on this tree it looks like right about here is the root flare, and you want that right at the soil level. It's not good for the tree to bury it too deeply, so that's important to keep an eye out for when planting trees.
These are Antonovka.
Antonovka. Antonovka? We're not Russian, we can't say it.
Antonovka apples.
The people's apple, according to Google.
They're apparently hardy to negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So, they're from Russia. Obviously it's very cold there. So, I don't think we'll have a problem here.
Yep, they should be fine here.
This is the last tree. We have it all planted. So, we've got all 6 planted. And our neighbor actually brought us 6 more. So, we'll plant those later on. But, it's nice to have some apples planted. I think these particular apples are better for wildlife. But we'll see. They might be good cooking apples or something. So, cool to put some more apples on the property that are different from what we have, although the apples we have are really tasty. But I'm excited to see what these will do in a few years.